And what's going on, everybody? Marcus back again here with another video. We have some big news in the world of Warcraft. The Shadowlands Alpha patch notes just was released. There was 3 big waves of information. I want to go over just a few pieces of info. A lot of YouTube content creators have already done a pretty good job going over everything. But what I wanted to focus on was the Death Knight and Demon Hunter class changes, because those are the 2 classes I am going to be playing in Shadowlands. Oops, spoiler alert. I forgot to tell you. I'm coming back for Shadowlands, ladies and gentlemen. Not full-time heroic, but I will be playing a lot in Shadowlands as much as I can. So I want to go over the Shadowlands class philosophy that was posted, and there are some interesting points. Now here's one interesting point that they made. Excuse me. They made changes with talents in Mists of Pandaria, removed several abilities in Warlords, and with the introduction of artifact weapons in Legion, we focus on class identity and carving out distinct vanity for each specialization to go along with their weapon. So they're rolling that back. And here are some of the big changes that are coming to the Death Knights. Now, this is pretty incredible. All Death Knights are getting Death and Decay. All specs of Death Knights are getting Death and Decay, which I think is pretty cool. I think I did get kind of bored as a Frost Death Knight with all my attacks being blue. And they're also getting Anti-Magic Zone. And they're also getting Lichborn. So it's pretty cool. Sacrificial Pack is coming back. Raised Dead is coming back. It's really cool. We look at Blood here. Rune Tap is no longer going to be a talent for Blood Death Knights. Holy shit. They are making every single class. They're going to have this awesome toolkit every single class. It's going to be hard not to be OP in a lot of these classes, but we'll see. So also, Frost, Two-Handed Frost is back. And Frostwind's Fury will be accessible to all Frost Death Knights rather than needing to be selected as a talent. Hypothermic Presence is a new talent that has the runic power cost of abilities for a moderate amount of time, so it's kind of like a little cool little thing to do. Some interesting things with Unholy is Summon Gargoyle is going to be a baseline talent. And Army of the Dead returns as an even stronger force with a familiar and faithful recruit, a Magus of the Dead. Wow. It's pretty incredible. The Demon Hunter changes are a little bit different because they came in Legion, and that's when they were introduced. The general changes is no more Pain as a resource for Vengeance Demon Hunters. I never understood why Pain was the name of the resource when it could have just been Fury, but it took 2 expansions for them to learn that. In terms of Havoc, Unending Hatred is going to expand Fury's maximum capacity, and Dark Slash has evolved into Essence Break, which deals chaos damage and significantly increases the damage that both Chaos Strike and Blade Dance do for a short duration. So they're looking for little bursty things for you to do. Now, when it comes to Vengeance, this is the cool thing. This is what I'm telling you. This is where Vengeance has some potential here. Demonic is now a talent in Vengeance. And Fell Devastation is a baseline ability. I've always loved Fell Devastation as an ability. And I hated when it's not good because I can't talent into it because all the other specs are good. Now, I wonder how Demonic is going to work for a Vengeance Demon Hunter. Does that mean they're going to get I-Beam? Vengeance Demon Hunters with fucking I-Beam? Metamorphosis form following a Fell Devastation. No. Vengeance Demon Hunters will choose Demonic. Yeah. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't read everything yet. I'm just so excited to read all this kind of stuff. Vengeance talents as a whole have been substantially reworked. We've combined several popular talents and shuffled others to different locations and introduced new talents. Bulk Extraction rips a small soul fragment from up to 5 enemies around the Demon Hunter and consumes them. For situations that call for the Vengeance Demon Hunter to take a hit or 2, Ruinous Bulwark increases the healing of their Fell Devastation and converts overhealing into an absorption shield. They are making Vengeance Demon Hunters pretty viable Mythic Plus tanks. I'm looking forward to actually getting my hands dirty into some Mythic Plus in Shadowlands, and it looks like I'll be doing it with the Vengeance Demon Hunter, or the Havoc or Vengeance Demon Hunter. So it should be fun. So pretty interesting stuff going on. I want to briefly glaze over the Covenant abilities. They went over the Covenant abilities. Some of them aren't done yet, but if you want to really delve deep into what I'm talking about with Demon Hunter, Bellular Gaming actually did a really good job covering what I'm going to cover on the Demon Hunter. I just want to kind of glaze over it. So the Covenant signature abilities for the Kyrian. Venthyr, Door of Shadows, when through the shadows, appearing at the targeted location. Kyrians have a Call of Steward. Necrolords form a shield of flesh that prevents damage equal to a portion of your maximum health. So, I mean, this is just really, really cool stuff here. Really, really cool stuff. I'm going to go down to the classes here. The Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's Kyrian talent is carve runes into the ground in front of you. When you detonate to deal arcane damage and shatter lesser soul fragments. So it's damage dealing and you're also getting soul fragments. It works for both specs. So what they're doing with all of these Covenant abilities is they're kind of making each one tanky DPS for those classes, as well as for the healing classes. They're making them work as well. The Hunt is going to be really cool for Demon Hunters in PvP. Sinful Brand, which is the Venthyr Covenant ability, will brand an enemy with the Mark of Veneer, reducing their melee and casting speeds, inflicting shadow damage over time. Activating Metamorphosis supplies Sinful Brand to all nearby enemies. I don't know how this isn't a pure tanking talent. I just don't know why you would take this as a Havoc Demon Hunter. So I've got some decisions to make on my Demon Hunter, because I know I'm not going to be tanking full time, but if I was tanking, I would probably want Venthyr, especially if I'm doing Mythic Plus, and of course you can't change Covenants. It's too difficult. So I just wanted to briefly go over all this kind of stuff, how actually excited I am. This is getting me kind of excited for Shadowlands. If the biggest changes that they do to the game is make the classes better, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we don't need a new class. Maybe we don't need features that blow us away. Maybe we just need some good content and some good class abilities. So I am hopeful. I'm very hopeful to be back, and keep your eyes peeled. I'll be streaming very shortly as this is uploaded. I'll be leveling my Horde Demon Hunter, because I'm going Horde in the next expansion. So stay tuned for more content, and I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you guys in Shadowlands.